What's poppin', people? It is your boy Shaq, aka Black Natsuki Subaru slash Goku. And to all of those who are missing like my old content, like the streams, don't worry. I got a lot of shit planned for y'all, motherfuckers. I got a lot of shit planned for y'all. So just hold out. Just hold out just a little bit longer. Hold out a little bit longer. I know we've been doing hella farming for the ReZero content. It is my favorite series, like, period. So we're in a very, very interesting time right now. But we will be resuming the games very, very soon. I'm just making sure I'm able to set up the right schedule so I can knock these bitches out and you guys can get that content, finish all these games that we started, and then start some new stuff. 'Cause I know y'all want to see some new stuff, right? So, shout out to all my homies in the Discord who pulls up and just always like showing love, even though I haven't been like as consistently checking in on everybody. I love all y'all. Much appreciate y'all for the support. Now, today, as you can see by the title, we are reacting to ReZero's, Echidnut's ReZero Season 4 is the best arc in anime video. Now, I've talked about this in pretty much every single video I've talked about ReZero in, but like arc 6 is the greatest arc in fiction. It clears fiction, it solos fiction, it solos non-fiction. Like it's the greatest shit ever fucking, it's the greatest story ever written, shit ever fucking told, right? Now, I feel like I am one of the biggest glazers of ReZero, but it's for good fucking reason. But I'd say if anyone came second or third to me, it'd probably be either Chibi Reviews or fucking Echidnut. Those are the only people who come close to the amount of ReZero glaze, right? Like the level of like just pure glaze. Now, I'm not gonna hold y'all. If you guys, okay, so if you guys are anime onlys, I'm going to put in the description, or no, in the title, if this is going to have spoilers in it. I doubt that Echidnut would spoil stuff for you guys. So just in case, I'm gonna put like spoiler warning if he does. So don't worry about it. All right. So without further ado, I'm bricked up. You're bricked up. Let's be bricked up together and react to Echidnut. Alrighty. Boom.
Probably, it's going to be the best. ReZero Season 4 will be, not probably, it's going to be the best arc of ReZero, and the main reason is that it's a masterful culmination of all the best elements of the previous arcs morphed into one.
So, I'm not gonna make this a super long yap fest, but this is what I was trying to tell my boy Chaudhry's, and what I tell everybody, the reason why arc 6 is just the best arc of ReZero. It takes literally, and you know, before you even explain, I'm just gonna say, it takes literally the best elements and aspects of every single arc that has come before and puts it into one super arc that is just like, bro, the mystery of like the who did it, you know, from season 1. Like the fucking you know what? I'm not gonna yap. There's a lot of shit that they take from different arcs and puts it into arc 6, but the way that they do it in arc 6 was like, dude, every inspiration that they took from the individual arcs to build up arc 6 and make it what it is, it felt like the previous shit was just like the tester, and then arc 6 was like, hey, they were getting ready in these individual arcs for this arc. That's what it feels like, but I digress.
You enjoyed Season 2 for its horrific, dark, psychological moments,
Ooh.
or if you liked Season 3 for its intense action and fight scenes.
Best fight.
No matter what type of ReZero fan you are, Season 4 has everything.
Literally.
Except a release date. But for now, I want to start by analyzing all the new information we have from this trailer.
Okay.
First of all, Subaru's new outfit looks amazing. The tracksuit was iconic, but it was time for a change, and Emilia basically just painted herself purple. As you can see though, our next location in ReZero is the desert.
That Mother Fortuna fit.
And even real life, the desert is kind of treacherous. You don't normally go to the desert to have a good time. So our characters must have a pretty good reason for going here, and they're even dressed up in new desert.
All I'm gonna say is like Subaru's arc 6 fit. It's so good, bro. It's so fucking good. Like, sure, only like at a glance, it looks like very like, okay, you know, you're just wearing some like fucking clothes from the mansion, like, and a cloak. Whoop-de-doo. But he got that shit on though. Does he not have that shit on though? Does he not have that shit on though? Like let's be real. Like look at him. Come on, bro. That's my fucking boy. That's my goat.
Which implies that they've had plenty of time to plan this journey.
And notice how he has the glove on the hand that was affected by lust. I almost said gluttony. By lust. Yep. So he's hiding it. Not that it matters. It's just, yeah.
Prepare for it. Apparently, Subaru had enough time to invent the wheelchair, so there could have been a small time skip. We also have a much more intimate cast than the previous.
I didn't see this shot. Like, I actually saw, oh, damn it, there, okay. Well, you guys can't see it on my screen, but if you're watching his, and like, you can see there's a certain character that we haven't seen in a whole season. And I'm just gonna make myself disappear quickly. It's this character right here, Mei Lee. So, from what we can gather from right here, it seems like the cast that we're going to go into Arc 6 with is going to be, obviously, like the Gohan himself, Natsuki Subaru. We're going to have Emilia, of course. Goat Patrash. Of course, we're going to have Beiko, because, you know, like, we can't have these two separated, you know. We can't have these two separated, because that would be problematic if these two got separated. I'm just playing. But anyway, so we have Anastasia Hoshin, which I'm not sure if the break time did it or if, I don't know if the, okay, by this point I'm going to roughly assume, because it had to have like come out somewhere. I just probably missed it. Actually, no, yeah. They alluded to it with what I was saying, but I don't know how much they went into detail in it in like a break time. I'd have to double check. But for my anime onlys who don't know, or who didn't tune it, like tap in, don't really know. So something happened with Anastasia, and something got eaten. And it just so happens that the scarf that was around her, I don't know if this is considered spoilers, because like I don't know if they went into detail about this, but like they, like in the anime, but they did go into detail in Arc 5 in the novel about this specific thing. So I'm just gonna say it, but something happened to Anastasia, and now she's being controlled by her scarf, which goes by the name Echidna or /Echidna. And yeah, so that's, yeah, the twist ending was a combination of like Julius and Echidna being like the spirit that she was protecting and kept secret for like a while, and who's now like taking over her body, but basically has all her same mannerisms, like can perfectly reproduce everything. It's a lot. So but yeah, this isn't like a spoiler. Like this is, you need to know this going into season 4. You absolutely, it's going to come up in season 4, but the way that they present it, it's like we already knew it from season 3. But I will say this, not everybody knows about that though. So like I'm just gonna, like Subaru knows, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then we have Mei Lee at the corner, and then the most important character, the reason why they're probably out or taking her out, Rem. So that's my yap. I'm going to keep it going, but yeah.
Previous season, and it's not even our normal group. Anastasia is still technically Emilia's rival in the election, so how come they're teaming up now? And what are the odds that 2 out of 8, 25% of our party has been eaten by gluttony? Well, if we analyze this interesting assortment of party members and what each of them might contribute to the group, then there's a few things that we can infer. Mei Lee, first of all, is a villain from a previous season, so why the fuck is she not in prison, and why did we suddenly invite her to the team? I suppose if maybe we ran out of food out there and had to resort to cannibalism, it would be better to eat Melee instead of someone who matters, but aside
I
from
guess.
that, you would need a pretty damn good reason to bring a former villain with you on an adventure. So if we think about what Melee could possibly contribute to the team,
She can control mobbies.
Probably infer why she might be useful, right? Especially if we imagine this is a D&D campaign, then Melee's ability to control monsters would be pretty overpowered. But still, she tried to kill us multiple times, so bringing her is a massive
Subaru
risk,
always trying to
which
forgive
would
somebody.
mean that the alternative, where we don't bring Melee, would be even more of a risk. Basically, we can assume this journey is extremely dangerous if we've resorted to recruiting a former villain. So
True.
in that case, it would be a good idea to have a swordsman in the party, and obviously
Of course.
3 mages would be very helpful too.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only thing the party's missing is a dedicated healer, so personally, I would have brought Felix for the heal.
If they brought Felix, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of. I'm not gonna say he would have been dead weight, but for the shit that happens in this arc, they have the perfect players for everything. Like, sure, you can say, "Oh yeah, just throw in Reinhardt and he'll solve everything." No. Reinhardt, like, dude, Reinhardt would be like a strong like fighter, but this arc, although it will have some of the best fights in ReZero, quoting this right now, although this arc will have some of the best fights in ReZero, this arc isn't even about the fights. It's gonna have fights that are better than the Arc 5 fights, just to let you know. But holy fucking shit, we're only 2 minutes in. I've been yapping for like fucking 11 minutes. That's how you know this shit's that fucking good. But for the party to be what it is it's a very well curated party. This party, it has to be this party. If it was anything else, of course Subaru could always make it work, but the specific shit that's gonna happen in this arc, it has to be these people involved, and you'll see why.
It could even be beneficial to bring a non-combatant like Anastasia just to help with strategy and coordination. We saw last season how competent Anastasia could be in a dangerous situation.
Yep.
Do you know who I wouldn't bring into a dangerous situation? An unconscious person in a fucking wheelchair. What is Rem doing here? She contributes absolutely nothing to the party, so why would they bring her? Wouldn't that only put her in danger?
Oof.
Plus, imagine pushing a wheelchair.
Don't show me a
through
sleeping Rem.
sand. Rem's participation just made this journey 10 times more difficult, and there's plenty of good characters back in Pristella we could have trusted to protect her. So why are they bringing Rem into the desert? They must.
So think about it like this, right? So without getting into any spoilers or for the context, it's like in the last battle in Pristella, we got ravaged by the witch cult, right? We have like hella people who were affected by greed, gluttony, lust, like Sirius, like a lot of shit happened, right? And you know, we captured Sirius, we killed Regulus, and regarding lust, a lot of people were transformed, and we don't know how to transform them back. But there was another really big, happening, and that's gluttony. Very much fucked a lot of shit. He ate a lot of people's names, ate a lot of people's memories, and for some, ate both. So if you're seeing that Rem, who is affected by gluttony, Julius, who is affected by gluttony, and I mean, you know now if you're like this far into the video, Anastasia being affected by gluttony, and like amongst the countless others who've been affected, you would have to infer that there's something that they pushed up trying to see how to fucking deal with this threat, right? It would only make sense. Like after all of that, like sure, there's like maybe a little bit of time skip that goes by, probably nothing significant, but them needing to settle this right here and now, it's like, yeah, we gotta, like, gluttony's a fucking problem. So that's just my inference, right?
Must have a very good reason, and that reason I won't tell you, but I will tell you about this ad. This video is sponsored by a collab served with the on the thank you at ReZero. Never before have I seen someone order milk at a bar with so much aura. In fact, I've never seen someone order milk at a bar. That wasn't even an order. That was more like a demand. Give me 2 shots of fucking milk.
Bro, I'm gonna do that next time I go to a bar.
for free. I love how Amelia prefers hot milk, probably because she used to be frozen. And I wonder if
Sheesh.
Subaru poured a little bit out for all the people that died in Pristella.
Maybe.
Ironically though, I've kind of been crushing milk lately.
What the hell?
I'm not a big milk enthusiast.
Why are they doing this?
But after this trailer dropped, I was like, fuck it, I gotta celebrate. It was like popping champagne, but instead I was popping milk. Anyway, I want to talk a bit more about what you can expect from
I love that PV though.
Which I'm going to refer to as the Desert Tower arc. When I say the Desert Tower arc is a culmination of all the previous...
Oh, is this official art? Oh, this is official art! Yo! Yo! This is Wait. Yeah, this is official. Yo, this looks fucking... Oh my god. I don't remember seeing this. I mean, like... Yeah, yeah. I don't remember seeing this because, like, remember, guys, I read the web novel, so like I didn't see the web novel or the light novel version of the art for like a lot of the shit from everything past arc 4. Honestly, like I actually haven't really seen a lot of the art, the light novel art. So I've seen like a good amount of it, right? But like still.
Arcs, I really mean it. The Pristella City arc was mainly just a bunch of epic fights, but in my opinion, the Desert Tower arc has the best fight in ReZero. Now, I can't
Okay, now. Okay, wait. He says the best fight in ReZero. Now, there's... Okay, so like, there's so many, though. There's so many. I'm trying to think like, okay, what would he think would be like the best fight, right? What would be the best fight in arc 6? I mean, like there's only one that's really like, there's only one that okay. Remember guys, I put my hands up. That means possible spoilers. All right, so when I put them down, I'm gonna say it. So listen, when I put my hands down, I'm gonna say what may be a spoiler, and then when I put my hands back up and put them down, that means that you guys are like good to keep watching, right? So I'm about to put them down. 3, 2, 1. I think the fight involves Julius. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It involves Julius. I think that's the fight he's talking about, because it's the only one that really is like, oh shit. But like there's a couple others that are like really fucking crazy. Oh no. It either involves Julius or it involves Amelia. Okay. All right. Hands up. All right, you can continue. Anyway.
Promise that it'll get some Vincent Chancer level animation, but even without it, it could still potentially be the best fight in ReZero. A lot of people complained about the Pristella City arc because it had so many fight scenes that there wasn't much room for those dark psychological elements that were more common in the Sanctuary.
Bro, character development, growth.
Death, for example, is probably the darkest moment in the ReZero anime as of today, but there is a certain scene that I believe will outdo it next.
Oh my, bro. Y'all are not ready for phase 1 of arc 6. Y'all thought ReZero was, bro. Based on how they animated arc 5, dude. To put in perspective, my anime onlys, arc 6 is one of the most gruesome arcs of ReZero. Some of the most body horror, some of the most like physically and like just, oh god, it's, oh, y'all thought y'all knew ReZero? No, it gets darker than, so imagine like the episode 15, like that same level of like psychological, like emotional, like fucking physical trauma and shit, but like times 100. There's gonna be some scenes like that in this season. That's all I'm saying.
next season. The Sanctuary arc also had a lot of lore, which is one of my favorite parts of ReZero.
Same.
And yes, the Desert Tower arc indeed has some very important lore revelations.
Very important lore.
You'll even find similar elements to the Roswell Mansion murder mystery arc, as
Yup.
well as the very first introductory arc of ReZero. What
Birds?
really makes this arc unique, though, is that it's such a mind.
Oh, I know what you're referencing. I know what he's referencing. For my novel readers. For my novel readers. No spoilers. Just y'all know like that little like whoop de doo, like you go in that little spot, and then you just see birds come over like, oh, why are you here? You just see birds.
Fuck that your brain might get pregnant. It's by far the most psychological, introspective arc in ReZero. Another complaint people had about Season 3 was that Subaru didn't die a lot, which I think is probably because Al did most of the work for Subaru, but this next season, I won't tell you how many times Subaru dies, but the same people that said he didn't die enough in Season 3 will probably complain that he dies too much in Season 4. Season
for free.
4 also has pretty fantastic world building, especially in the beginning of the arc.
Some of the best.
By far the best world building in ReZero until Season 5, if that ever happens.
Oh my god.
A couple things I would like to see this season is, first of all, sunlight. Maybe that's
sunlight.
a YouTuber problem, but making Season 3 thumbnails kind of sucked because every frame had a blue nighttime filter, so I had to learn color correction and Photoshop and all this bullshit just to get you guys to click on my video. So next season, hopefully, will be a bit brighter so I can put less effort in my thumbnails.
It'll be a little bit brighter.
I'd like to see the return of Styx Helix as an ending song just for one specific episode.
No! Oh my god, bro. I know exactly what he's talking about. Oh my god. If they, bro. Oh my, I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, bro. If they did it for the chapter, for the episode that we fucking know, it's gonna be the best episode of ReZero, period. It's gonna be the best episode, like bar none, the best episode of ReZero. It's gonna be the best one. If they brought back Styx Helix for that chapter, oh my fucking god.
It's the best ending. Memento is objectively a better song.
Oh.
I literally cannot listen to Styx Helix because I will cry. It's kind of like Memories from One Piece in the sense that
why are you
there's
playing
only
this
a couple
shit?
times in the story where it's appropriate to bring back the original ending, and in ReZero, one of those times is in Season 4. Most importantly, though, I would like to see all 22 episodes air continuously. Please, no more split course seasons.
Oh yeah, please.
I'd also like to see the character design censorship to completely disappear this season. I didn't really.
Okay, so like, I don't think. Okay, so the censorship for Liliana wasn't bad. Like, I get why people would be like, oh, that, maybe censor that a little bit because she looks like a fucking lolly. There's like a lot of lollies in ReZero and shit, right? But like, she's quote unquote like of age and shit. But like, the worst thing about it is just she's just wearing like a bathing suit. Like, that's basically it. Now, the censorship that I think he's referring to about like Shaura, I mean, like, she's a grown ass fucking woman, so she can be busty, like, and she can have her shit out. Like, I mean, but at the same time, they've never really shown too much shit in ReZero, like, to begin with, so it's not like bad.
It being censored because it was a pretty stupid design to begin with. I mean, why the fuck was she naked? That made literally no sense. And now this video is gonna be banned in Texas. But this season, there's a new character who's in the big three, basically. The big three is Priscilla, obviously, in first place. No debate, she's the hottest waifu in ReZero. But for second place, there's some room for debate between Amelia, Rem, Krush, Elsa, and my personal choice, Minerva. But I can still respect other opinions.
Minerva's alright.
Unless you got, like, Beatrice up there.
Oh my god.
Ricardo,
No! No, not the memes! Not the memes!
This is probably this new waifu from Season 4.
Yeah, no, people are gonna go crazy for Shaura.
I mean, we've got a black and orange colorway, which kind of matches Subaru.
Yeah, it very much matches Subaru.
As well, which matches Anastasia, so maybe
stop pointing shit out for these motherfuckers.
Character design is pretty much just fan service.
Stop pointing shit out for these motherfuckers. Echidnut.
Monetized, I would still consider that a W as long as she isn't censored. I know that you, the viewer, are gay though, so just for you, I'll rank the big three for men as well. Reinhardt and Subaru are interchangeable between first and second place.
I suppose.
But third place is a bit tricky because Garfield's a minor. Otto's basically a woman, Vincent's a spoiler, and Al is already.
Wait, why'd you bring up Vincent? Fucking
anyway,
don't bring up Vincent, motherfucker. You're spoiling people. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Of those viral moments that will break the internet.
I'm
talking about shit like the rabbit scene or the I Love Amelia scene. Season 3 didn't really have anything of that caliber.
Nope.
But Season 4 has multiple. I think the scene I'm looking forward to the most is just.
Yeah. Okay. Are you? Ooh, I don't even want to say the names. I don't want to say the names of things because like then my anime onlys aren't gonna like. They're gonna like. They might be able to look shit up. So I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna see what he has to say.
2 words of dialogue.
Ah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Ah, just 2 words. So I'm not going to say these 2 words, but the first one starts with an S and the other one starts with U. That's all I'm going to say.
I guess you could compare it to the Choose Me episode.
Oh my God, dude. Choose Me breaks me every fucking time that I watch it. The moment that he's referring to, it's the equivalent of that, but like so much harder, bro. It's I know that when I watch it, I'm gonna ugly cry like fuck. So like I'm gonna make sure that I have like I just gotta have like a bunch of tissues and lotion on hand for season 4. But I digress.
Season 2, it actually has the same amount of letters as Choose.
Don't say that. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm like, wait a minute. Nope. But I know what he's talking about.
Back to season 3 though, because I've been getting a lot of comments similar to this one, and guys, this person was cool. Okay, he's not a retard. His comment. What?
Wait, what the fuck happened between Reinhardt and Lust fight? What happened during? Wait, Reinhardt and Lust? What happened during Ricardo, Julius, and Gluttony fight? And that his name got eaten. They're cutting content left and right. No content cut, bro. None of that was in the novel. Sorry, didn't know that. Well, that was the same ending as season 1 ending. I have been a ReZero fan since it came out, and I am so frustrated that I have to wait more years for the next season. Okay, so I mean, from what I'm seeing, like he just didn't know if it was cut content or not, because like it seems like a lot of shit happened off screen, which it did. Like a lot of shit did happen off screen, and we don't know that much about it. And because a lot of people are anime only, so they're not gonna know what was like possible cut content that could have happened, or oh, you just decided to do this off screen instead of showing this. There's so much shit that happens in ReZero that it's like very normal for that to be the case, but I digress.
Was retarded, but that's not his fault. Some content creator, I'm guessing from TikTok, has been telling people season 3 was riddled with cut content, and now we've got anime onlys assuming that entire fight scenes are being cut, when in reality, Reinhardt never fought Capella, and the Ricardo vs. Gluttony 1v1 was literally exactly the same as it was in the novel. Season 3 had the least amount of cut content, and yet the largest amount of people bitching about it. It was so crazy hearing, I can't believe they cut Regulus's entire backstory from people who didn't read Regulus entire backstory.
You're
so
right.
There you go. You can read it now. That's all for.
Okay, hold on. I gotta blow my nose real quick, chat. Okay. My father, who drowned himself in alcohol despite never earning a proper income. My mother, whose only talent was griping all day. And my vulgar brothers, who were always after what was mine. Curse my father, who could never earn a proper living and drown himself in booze, but every once in a while bought me a present. Curse my mother, whose only talent was grumbling about things day in and day out, and had the nerve to apologize for troubling me every day. Curse my damn brothers, who were always after what was mine, but if they heard my stomach growling, would try to share some of their own food. Oh my God. God fucking damn it, dude. Like, you know, I can have a whole, you know, I'll make a regulars video like another day, but like, even though he had like a fucking shit family, bro literally fucking like, they tried their best when they could. It's like people can have like their negative, like they can have their negative aspects that could potentially overshine what others may see as like positive or can deem to be positive, but if you only see it from the perspective of one person, you're only going to have that person's perspective, and you're not going to know unless you've like been through that, right? So for him to act like he's, you know what, no, I'm not going into greed. You know, we'll talk about that later. Jesus fucking Christ, this shit's so good.
Sentences. It even fits on Pandora's forehead. You guys know season 1 cut an entire death, right? The real reason this shit bothered me so much is because I had a big problem with cut content and the overall adaptation of season 2 back when the production issues were so much worse. And then after season 3...
And season 2 actually went crazy. They were not holding back with a lot of shit. I mean, I think that the cut content in season 2 was more so just because of the limitations because of COVID. But even then, they were still giving us content that wasn't even in the original adaptation of the web novel. They were giving us side story content, and they were making almost every other episode a full 29 minutes long. So despite what difficulties they had during season 2 and however much cut content was in there, which there was, like, I'm not gonna lie, there was some pretty significant cut content, very significant. However, for what they were able to do during COVID, bro, and we still got we basically got around like a 33 to 39 episode season. Like if you count the extra minutes on each episode, put them together, right? So compared to season 2, there's like not that much cut content in season 3. So I don't see why people are complaining too much. A lot of the Teresia shit, it's a big deal, kind of, but it paints the same, like they are able to paint the same picture with what they did in the anime that they did in the novel to a pretty high degree, but I digress.
3 gives Regulus this amazing adaptation that Echidna deserved. Suddenly now we have people calling it trash. They fucking microwaved my girl. They didn't even animate her mouth. They really took ReZero's best written character and turned her into a fucking wind turbine from Index. And then I had to sit there for 25 episodes coping that the art style wasn't bad just for them to cut the most important chapter of Echidna's character right at the end. To this day, I'm still coping that maybe they've just been working on an Omega OVA for the past 5 years.
I mean, they might.
It's not gonna be a break time episode in season 7.
No.
It's not. On a real
They
note,
wouldn't do that.
I'm actually pretty sad that season 3 is over though. Honestly, it didn't really hit me until right after I posted my last video. I realized, damn, it's really done. Wednesdays got fucking nerfed. Like,
yeah,
what
dude.
am I supposed to do with my life now? Get my shit together? Find a girlfriend? I don't want a date. I want a release date. Hey guys, it's me from the future. If they do give us a release date, I will add it to this video's description or the pinned comment or something.
All right, let's see.
That happens. Also, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna play Minecraft for the rest of the video. ReZero's author just wrote a brand new if story earlier this month, but no, I'm not making a video on it for at least 5 years because it's full of season 5 spoilers. Like, if you're an anime only, you will only recognize maybe 2% of the characters. So
I didn't know
it
this.
won't even be interesting if you haven't already read the novel. And in my opinion, it's also just not as interesting as the other if stories in general. I mean, this one's not even named after a sin, but the biggest takeaway was that Subaru theorizes that maybe his return by death checkpoints depend on his proximity to Satella, who is sealed away somewhere in Lagunica. So remember when he died in Lagunica, she would send him back multiple days, but in Pristella, he only got sent back a couple minutes. So the farther away from Satella Subaru is, the shorter his loops are, meaning Subaru has a pretty terrifying weakness. For example, if Regulus threw him into space, and let's say he dies when he hits the moon, he'd probably be stuck in a permanent 2-second loop, and ReZero would just be over. But that's only if Subaru's theory is correct. It wasn't confirmed or anything, he was just speculating, so it could be totally wrong. I don't know. Now, to finally address the thousands of comments...
And I know what he's getting at, because based on like what happens in arc 7 and 8, like I can see where that like hypothesis would come from. So like the if story would have like a very interesting way to view return by death. However, without getting into spoilers, like my novel readers, we know why that specific, very specific loop was so short, and that was because of other interferences. Like that's literally it. If he wants to speculate that it could be because of the proximity, sure, but it didn't really do that for his other deaths in arcs 7 and 8. It was just one loop where it was like, damn, you're cooked, damn, you're cooked, damn, you're cooked. But I digress. Let's go.
Asking me about the gluttony if. I can't make it yet because the entire premise of the story is based on a massive spoiler event that happens next season. So
yeah, of course. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Like my boys who I should probably put spoilers for my gluttony reviews now, or gluttony read through, because that shit's based on fucking arc 6. Oh, okay. Good thing I haven't been like uploading any of this shit, so I'll be able to like edit this in advance. Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Cause like I thought that only my novel reader viewers would want to read the if stories. So my bad guys. I'm gonna correct that moving forward. So I'm gonna let you guys know in the description and title for the Gluttony if specifically that it will contain spoilers for Arc 6/Season 4.
You guys want the gluttony if? Here, this is what happens, alright? Subaru's just going around fucking people up. And yeah, I could make a lot of money if I did the video anyway, but I would actually feel like a bad person if I ruined the surprise of Season 4 for anime onlys. It's just such a big, insane plot twist, it should be illegal to spoil it. And it's not just that one. The entire season is full of big moments just like that, so we should all be really excited. I know a lot of you can't wait any longer, and you need to start reading the novel immediately, so the end of Volume 20 is where the anime left off, although if you're capable of waiting probably 1 year, I would highly recommend watching the anime first and then reading the novel afterwards to catch anything the anime missed. Even though there's cut content sometimes, the anime is by far the best way to experience ReZero.
I agree.
I wish I could have Gluttony erase my memories of the novel so I could experience this new season as a fresh version.
Oh my god, dude, I agree so hard on that. Like, reading Arc 6 for me, that shit fucking changed my life. But like, if I were able to experience it as an anime only for the first time without no prior knowledge, that shit would fucking destroy me. I mean, it destroyed me while reading it, but like, it would fuck you up if you were to just watch it on like without any context.
I envy all of you anime onlys, so please don't spoil yourself by reading the wiki or, God forbid, watching a fucking TikTok. Reading the novel
stay away from the TikToks, the shorts, like just like try to avoid ReZero content for a bit because motherfuckers are gonna probably start spoiling shit, and we don't want that. We don't want that. We need literally all of ReZero to be like if you're anime only and you have no intention of reading it, don't read it now. Like, and don't let yourself get spoiled because there's too much crazy shit that happens in this arc and just moving forward. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys.
Yourself by watching TikToks, God, please help you. That's all for today, though. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have some more videos coming soon. Keep talking about ReZero. Peace.
Of course, we are gonna keep talking about ReZero, Echidnut. But all right, I'm gonna make this short and sweet because I've already been going for like almost 40 minutes. So this has been your boy Shaq, aka Black Notsuki Subare / Goku. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. Link to Echidnut's channel / like the video is going to be in the description, so check that out. And man, wait, what do you have info? Oh, is there a release date? Oh, no release date confirmed just yet. Okay, the Desert Tower arc. Okay, you mean the Hall of Memories? Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it, my boys. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Until next time. Peace. And keep talking about ReZero.